What if the devil wasn't just a character from religious texts, but a figure woven into the fabric of our beloved films? Let's pause for a moment and consider this intriguing proposition. You see, the devil, the embodiment of evil in countless cultures and religions, has a long history of making appearances in the world of cinema. But what if there's more to this devilish presence than meets the eye? What if the devil isn't merely a character, but a symbol, a metaphor, a tool used by filmmakers to convey a deeper message? This is the concept of the devil conspiracy in movies. It's the idea that the devil, in all its forms and representations, is purposefully integrated into films to touch on aspects of human nature, morality, and society that are otherwise difficult to explore. From horror to fantasy, from drama to comedy, the devil has been represented in a multitude of ways across different movie genres. Sometimes it's a tangible, physical presence, a character that interacts with others, causing chaos and destruction. Other times it's a more abstract concept, an unseen force influencing characters' decisions and actions, or even a metaphorical embodiment of a character's inner demons or the societal evils they face. And each representation, each appearance of the devil, carries with it a unique interpretation, a unique message. It could be a commentary on the nature of evil, a critique of society's flaws, or an exploration of the human capacity for wrongdoing. But the devil conspiracy in movies isn't just about the devil itself, it's about the stories we tell, the narratives we create, and the themes we explore through the medium of film. It's about how we use symbols and metaphors like the devil to delve into complex and challenging ideas, to provoke thought and discussion, and to reflect on our own beliefs and values. Now prepare to delve into a world where the devil is more than just a character, but a potent symbol with a secret message. Our journey into the devil's cinematic universe begins with the devil in disguise. In the vast and varied world of film, the devil often hides in plain sight, masquerading as a regular character, quietly pulling the strings and subtly influencing the course of events. This devil in disguise is a master manipulator, using charm and charisma to draw others into his web, all while maintaining an innocent facade. This is a common and compelling narrative device, as it plays on our deepest fears and suspicions, making us question our perceptions and the nature of evil itself. Consider the unsuspecting character who, beneath a veneer of normalcy, harbors a dark secret. He might be the friendly neighbor, the charismatic leader, or the trusted mentor. He might be the life of the party, or the quiet observer in the corner. He might be anyone, because the devil in disguise is a chameleon, able to adapt and blend into any situation. Yet, despite his ordinary guise, his influence is far from normal. He sways opinions, manipulates decisions, and steers events towards chaos and destruction. His tactics are not grand gestures of malevolence, but small, insidious actions that slowly unravel the fabric of society. He doesn't need to wield a pitchfork to sow discord. A whispered word or a sly smile can be just as devastating. But what makes the devil in disguise truly terrifying is not his hidden identity, but the revelation of it. The moment of unmasking, when the devil's true nature is revealed, is a pivotal point in any narrative. It's the moment when the illusion shatters, when the mask falls away, and the devil stands revealed in all his horrifying glory. It's a moment of shock and betrayal, a moment that leaves audiences reeling and characters devastated. So, as we delve deeper into the devil's cinematic universe, let's keep our eyes peeled and our minds open. Because the devil doesn't always wear a red cape and carry a pitchfork. Sometimes he wears a friendly smile and carries a briefcase. Remember, the devil doesn't always wear a red cape. Sometimes he might be the character you least expect. Next, we explore the devil's bargain, a recurring theme in many films. A character desperate or ambitious finds themselves at a crossroads. The devil, a symbol of temptation and deceit, presents an offer. The deal? Their moral integrity traded for worldly gains. It's a theme that's as old as storytelling itself, yet still enthralls us in modern cinema. Imagine a man down on his luck, his life in shambles. He's offered a deal, wealth and power beyond his wildest dreams. All he has to do is give up his soul. The man, blinded by his desperation, agrees. He reaps the benefits of his bargain, but at what cost? His relationships crumble, his happiness fades, and he's left with nothing but his ill-gotten gains. Or consider another scenario. A woman, ambitious and driven, is presented with an opportunity. She can have the fame and success she's always dreamed of, but in exchange, she must betray her values. She accepts the devil's bargain and rises to the top, but her triumph is hollow. She's lost her way, her identity, and perhaps even her humanity. These devil's bargains are not just about the exchange of soul for material gain, they are a metaphor for the moral and ethical decisions we make in our lives. They question the nature of desire, ambition, and the cost of our choices. In some films, the character realizes the error of their ways and tries to break the devil's bargain. But the devil, a cunning adversary, doesn't break contracts so easily. The character is often trapped in a web of deceit, their attempts to escape only driving them deeper into despair. These devil's bargains often serve as a stark reminder of the price of ambition and greed. They remind us that success, wealth, and power, when gained at the cost of our integrity, are hollow victories. They caution us against the temptation to take shortcuts in our quest for success. These narratives challenge us, make us think, and perhaps even make us question our own choices. They remind us that every decision has a consequence, and that often, the price of a devil's bargain is far greater than we can imagine. These devil's bargains often serve as a stark reminder of the price of ambition and greed. From bargains to influence, the devil's power extends far beyond mere disguise. Now let's delve into the devil's influence on characters and plot lines, and how this correlates to the chaos, conflict, and dramatic twists we often see unfold. In the realm of cinematic storytelling, the devil's influence is not just limited to the character who bears the horns and tail. It seeps into the narrative, touching every character, every decision, every plot twist. The devil, as an entity, embodies the essence of chaos, conflict, and dramatic twists that keep us glued to our screens. Consider the devil's influence as a puppeteer's strings, subtly pulling characters towards actions they would otherwise shun. It's a force that compels them to dance to a tune they might not even realize is playing. This unseen influence is what drives characters to their limits, pushing them into uncharted territories of their morality and decision-making. The devil's influence often manifests as a moral quandary, a choice between right and wrong, a tug of war between virtue and vice. It's this internal struggle, heightened by the devil's hand, that lends depth to characters and richness to the plot. Moreover, the devil's influence is not just an agent of chaos, but also a catalyst for change. It's a force that disrupts the status quo, compelling characters to evolve or perish. It introduces unforeseen challenges, forcing characters to adapt, grow, or crumble under pressure. In the grand scheme of the narrative, the devil's influence serves as the architect of dramatic twists. It's the unseen hand that flips the script, turning heroes into villains, friends into foes, and certainty into doubt. It's the silent whisper that plants the seeds of discord, leading to revelations that shake the very foundations of the character's world. As we traverse through the labyrinth of cinematic narratives, we find that the devil's influence is a vital cog in the storytelling machinery. It's a force that stirs the pot, fuels the drama, and keeps the viewers on the edge of their seats. As we can see, the devil's influence often drives the narrative, introducing conflict and chaos into the storyline. So, the next time you find yourself engrossed in a thrilling plot twist, remember, it may just be the devil's influence at play. In the end, the devil's downfall often comes at the hands of those he has manipulated. This statement holds true in many cinematic narratives, where the devil's machinations lead to his eventual undoing. What often happens is that the devil, in his arrogance and overconfidence, underestimates the fortitude of the very characters he seeks to torment. He fails to recognize the resilience of the human spirit, the strength that comes from the depths of despair, the determination born from the need to survive. It is these qualities that frequently result in his downfall. Consider this: the devil manipulates, corrupts, and breaks down his victims, pushing them to the brink. But in doing so, he unwittingly creates his own adversaries. He fuels the fire of resistance. He provides the incentive for his victims to fight back, to reclaim their lives, to seek justice. And this fight, this struggle against the embodiment of evil, often results in the devil's defeat. The devil's downfall is not just a victory for those who have suffered under his tyranny. It is a testament to their courage, their resilience, their indomitable spirit. It is a powerful statement that no matter how overwhelming the odds, no matter how dire the circumstances, the human spirit can and will prevail. This narrative arc is a common one found in countless movies. It serves as a cathartic release for the audience, a satisfying conclusion to a tense and often distressing journey. It underscores the idea that even in the face of insurmountable odds, good can triumph over evil. And so, the devil's downfall is not just a plot device, it is a symbol, a message of hope and resilience. It is a reminder that no matter how dark the night, dawn will always follow. That no matter how powerful the oppressor, the oppressed will always find a way to rise. The devil's downfall serves as a satisfying conclusion, reinforcing the age-old theme of good triumphing over evil. It is a timeless narrative that continues to captivate audiences, a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. Beyond the plot, the devil often carries a deeper message in these films. The devil, as a character, is not just a symbol of evil or a supernatural antagonist that our heroes must overcome. The devil in all its forms can represent a myriad of deeper, more complex themes that filmmakers weave into their narratives. Let's start by considering the devil as a reflection of societal issues. In many films, the devil is a manifestation of the fears and anxieties that permeate our society. For example, in the Cold War era, the devil often represented the fear of the unknown, the other, or the foreign menace. In more contemporary movies, the devil might symbolize the dangers of unbridled capitalism or the perils of abandoning ethical norms in pursuit of power and success. Next, we can consider the devil as a symbol of our human nature. The devil often serves as a stark reminder of our capacity for malevolence, our susceptibility to temptation, and our potential to cause harm. This representation is not intended to vilify us, but rather to remind us of our fallibility and the importance of moral vigilance. Moreover, the devil can signify our deepest desires and fears. The devil's allure often lies in its ability to offer what we most crave, whether it's wealth, power, love, or immortality. However, these desires often come with a hefty price, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and desire. Lastly, the devil can be a mirror, reflecting the darker aspects of our personalities that we often suppress or deny. This reflection can be uncomfortable, even terrifying, but it also offers a chance for introspection and growth. By confronting these shadowy aspects of ourselves, we can better understand our motivations, our fears, and ultimately, our humanity. So, the next time you watch a film featuring the devil, look beyond the surface. Look for the societal issues being explored, the human traits being highlighted, and the fears and desires being exposed. The devil, in essence, becomes a mirror, reflecting our fears, desires, and the darker side of humanity. Let's recap the devil conspiracy in movies we've unraveled today. We began our journey with a devilish introduction, where we examined the allure of the devil as a character in cinema. This personification of evil, often hidden behind an attractive or regular facade, has proven to be a compelling narrative tool. It's a trope that's been used to great effect in countless films, from horror classics to contemporary thrillers, and even in comedies. From the devil's introduction, we moved on to the devil in disguise. This is where things get interesting. The devil doesn't always come with horns and a pitchfork. More often than not, the devil is hidden among us, in the form of a charismatic individual, a trusted friend, or even a loved one. This element of surprise, of not knowing who to trust, adds a layer of suspense and intrigue to the plot. Next, we delved into the devil's bargain, a classic narrative device where a character trades something of immense personal value for worldly gains. The devil's bargain is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition, greed, and the pursuit of power. It's a stark reminder that every choice has consequences, and those consequences can be dire. Moving on, we explored the devil's influence. In these narratives, the devil is not just a character but a symbol of corruption, manipulation, and the destructive power of evil. The devil's influence is often so pervasive that it alters the course of the story, leading characters down a path from which there is no return. We then witnessed the devil's downfall. Just when it seems like the devil has won, the tables are turned. The characters, having learned valuable lessons, manage to outsmart the devil, often through a combination of bravery, cleverness, and a dash of divine intervention. The downfall of the devil serves as a satisfying conclusion, reinforcing the age-old theme of good triumphing over evil. Finally, we delved into the deeper message of the devil's conspiracy in movies. Beyond the suspense and horror, these films serve as a mirror to our society, reflecting our fears, our flaws, and our aspirations. They challenge us to question our beliefs, our morals, and our understanding of good and evil. In the end, the devil conspiracy in movies serves as a fascinating study of cinema's ability to weave complex narratives and deliver profound messages. Keep your eyes open, you never know where the devil might pop up next.